Hey guys, what is going on, and welcome to Warframe Update 39, Isleweaver. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about Isleweaver in this. The focus is Operation 8-Claw, but the two go very, very hand in hand with each other. So, we're sort of going to cover both unintentionally. I'm not going to talk about the patch notes and Araxia and all that. You guys can check all that out yourself. But Operation 8-Claw is the latest clan operation event. Now, this event is a community-wide thing. We have 3 weeks to do it, and what you have to do is basically do the Isleweaver mission, where we take down Nessie Rusalka and return Dominus Thrax to his throne. We then get the Dominus Aureus, and we can use them to buy rewards from Dominus Thrax, who is going to be in the Dormer Zone during this time. As the community returns Aureus to Thrax, we also will be unlocking the Invictus Signas. So you can also buy these cosmetic rewards as well. So you can buy arcanes, cosmetics, a couple of different weapons. It'll be nice. So we'll check that out later on. But first things first, Operation 8-Claw. How do I get all of these things for it? First things first, you're going to want to go onto your navigation star chart. You're going to want to click on that lovely face up there and open up the Deviri map. Now, you'll notice that we have the circuit, the Deviri experience, and the lone story as always. But then you'll notice up in the top left where we once had the 7 Crimes of Kulavo, we now have Isleweaver, Operation 8-Claw. This is a special story, so you've got the 5 normal spirals. This is its own separate spiral called the Triumph of Dust, and it is narrated not by Mother or Euliria Entrati. It is instead narrated by none other than Major Nessie Rusalka from 1999. So without further ado, we're going to head into the Triumph of Dust and check it out. So folks, yeah, you do normally, don't you? Yeah. So there are, oh my god, how many are there? There's 5, 8, 11, there are 15. There's 15 fragments to find. And there's a Prex card to find. There's 15 fragments, there's a Prex card. There's also 3 Sommerchord tones. Wait, was there 2 or 3 Sommerchord tones? I can't even remember now. Yeah, there's 3 Sommerchord tones. One of them's actually in the like boss fight arena, the final boss fight arena. Like, oh my god, there's so many things to find.
Oh, kiddo, how long have you been hiding out here, thinking I couldn't see you?
She's hidden her servants all over my kingdom. She thinks I'm stupid enough to open that chest.
Honestly, finding all of these things is actually going to be so annoying to try and do.
Some doors really should stay closed.
Yeah. Yeah, I know about that one.
Real boy.
I've just got to grab it.
He's just a doll. Shall I pull his arms and legs off for you?
The wise peregrines were the scholar's friends. Look through their eyes to find the eyes of the beast.
You ran all the way back to my poison garden.
I can't lie yet. I feel like there's got to be one in every single one of the different things that you can spawn into here in the Undergroft. Oh wait, I forgot you can do alchemy in the Undergroft now.
Albrecht's crucibles. Crimes against the laws of nature. Do not think for a second that I will let you desecrate my kingdom with your elements mixing.
So, first things first, guys. With Isleweaver, you will notice, obviously, a lot of similarities to regular Deviri, but you will also notice some changes, such as the background in this area. The skybox has been infiltrated by the Murmur, so if we look off to the one side over here, you'll notice the Murmur, just like we can see in Albrecht's laboratories, but you will also notice a face hidden within it. the man in the wall is watching us always, looking pretty grumpy and pissed off, I can't lie. But there's also lots and lots of hidden things to find within Isleweaver. You've got all of the different fragments, you've got the prex, you've got the summer chord tones. Honestly, you will have to hunt for these things, so it might even be worth going into a solo run of the Triumph of Dust. That way you don't get rushed and you can just take your time trying to find things in between the stages, because obviously this isn't like the Deviri experience. You're not intended to walk around and look. This is more like a lone story where you sort of do the 6 chapters, you get yourself out. So try and look around when you get the chance to see if you can find things. You'll have a few stages normal, you'll have a few stages here, not to mention that you will also then have your mini boss fight against Araxia and the main boss fight, which we will come on to later in this video. So, without further ado, let's use the power of editing to skip forward. So we have Nessie being an edgelord, and then we leave the Undercroft back to the fake Deviri, Scholar's Landing. Now, it's worth noting that Scholar's Landing ties in very heavily to none other than Albrecht and Trati. This is the Scholar's Landing, Albrecht being the Scholar. It's mentioned in the fragments from mainland Deviri that this is where he landed, and this was one of the first islands to be broken away from the rest of Deviri. So it's interesting that this is the one that the Indifference chose to bring back, seeing as the Indifference is supposedly in Nessie and not Albrecht. But I guess Albrecht is definitely working with the Man in the Wall, as we do know that from the end of Whispers in the Walls. So I guess Albrecht really isn't on our side still, which is annoying, because now we've got quite a few people that are all working with Man in the Wall. It's starting to look like a whole Ballas and Error situation again, I can't lie. But do look around this area, there's a lot to be found. I say this having basically not found anything, but you know. You'll definitely find it if you look, but finding it is not the easiest thing to do. They were always hard to find in regular Deviri, and now you got 15 supposedly all in this one area, which I don't know how much I believe it. Maybe some of the 15 are dotted in other places. Maybe they're not all into. I take back everything I said. I found a summer chord tone. Good question. This one gave me a song called Tethra Jarach.
Did you know that? Dying from the poison I sucked down to kill the tech rot in my lungs, until it held out my own severed hand to me.
I don't know, because the one with the like electric guitar kind of thing is the one that I'd already got. It's here, Brad. The other one that I found was in the Colosseum. You know where the like final boss fight is. Oh my god, that's the third one. That's the final one I need. The first one that I found, it's in the boss fight. That's what I'm saying, you can't get it yet. It's in the boss fight though. And before you say anything, lad is gender neutral. If you're a northerner, which I am, kind of. I'm a Midlander, but you know. Everyone keeps forgetting that you can use your Kaith in this bit as well. I've not been all the way to the top, but I've also found the... Oh my god, I've just found the greatest loot spot ever in my existence on this game. These little towers off to the side, like the Brutalist Murmur towers. I came up here checking to see if there was a Prex, but yeah, explore. You will find stuff, guys. You just need to look around. There is a dead body at the top. And it's got a note with it. I don't think you guys can see that on the camera, so I'm going to read it out. Sprawled on the ground lay a pathetic figure. It was clearly dead, but it seemed as if it might start whining again at any moment. The Queen of Duviri laughed. I had such a beautiful ending planned for that one, but he saved me the effort. How? Demanded the orphan. He died of broken heart, waiting for a man who would never come back, a man who was secretly glad to be rid of his whining, clinging presence. But love, the orphan cried, feeling their last hope shrivel and die within them. Surely the power of love. The Queen rested her splendid claw on the orphan's shoulder. A look that might have been pity crossed her face. The forefathers of your forefathers looked into the shining heart of an atom, scribbled their clever equations and ripped it apart. Did they spare a thought for the age-old love between proton and neutron, or did they only think of the bountiful energy they could harvest? Interesting story. Interesting story, because I feel like the Queen of Duviri, I feel like that's talking about Nessie, and we're the orphan, which just creeps me out. That just creeps me out, because why is she reading us bedtime story? And why is she leaving it as a note for us to find? This place is so creepy. Like, you need to explore this area so much. So folks, it's worth noting as well that the third summer chord tone that is up here is located near the base of this structure. So come down to one of the lower points and you'll find it here. There is a lot to discover up here, including a statue of Nessie Rusalka, which is not pleasant to look at. It's kind of creepy to look at. I don't like it. So folks, going downstairs you will face the Oraxia boss fight. Now, I will warn you on Skill Path, this fight can be difficult. Make sure that you hit hard and don't get hit hard yourself. Because she can deal a lot of damage very quickly. One thing that a lot of people will pick up on with this fight is the music being a mixture of Duviri's operatic style mixed with the organ that is used a lot in Deimos and the more sort of like darker vibes of the game. So combining the two together has been very effective for this fight, I must admit. I think I've got one of the most perfect weapons you could get for this fight, I've got to say. Using the Latum for the boss fight is so nice. Let me use my transference. I did the same earlier. And I've also used the Stalker, so you can use Stalker on this as well. Wait, she can heal when she does that? The spider thing? I hadn't even clocked that. She heals? Oh, that just makes us even more annoying.
Left nothing but dust and darkling spiders in his wake. Isn't it time for
She's
a
actually so
new
creepy.
story?
So defeating Araxia lets you go free from this place. However, you may wish to explore. There might be a Prex hidden here, or there may even be, I don't know, another fragment, a Sommercord Tone. Actually, no, the Sommercord Tones, we've found them all. But there might be other things hidden around here, so keep your eyes peeled, because you never know what you might find, folks. So we go once more into the Undercroft. You will always get 2 Undercroft layers. I thought there would be another one in here. I had a feeling there would be 2 in here. Yeah, in fact, I would be willing to say there's a 3rd in there, Brad, because if you look at which ones are being ticked off. There's definitely got to be some in the Undercroft missions, surely.
Well, you do have
There's Prexes everywhere. There's not Prexes, fragments everywhere. Prex to find. I honestly, you will probably be playing this mission a lot in the next 3 weeks to try and find the 3 tones. I mean, I've already shown you where 2 of them are in this video. I will show you guys the 3rd one in this video as well if it spawns in. I mean, you got that, you got the 15 fragments, of which we found 5 in this video. Good luck finding the other 10, because I know I'm struggling right now to find them. And honestly, good luck finding that Prex, because that Prex is just going to be horrible to try and find, isn't it? But yeah, go in now, explore. Once you've done the 6th mission, don't forget, normally in Deviri you would have the Orowan boss fight, so we will show you that now. So this final boss fight, guys, takes you into a Murmur version of the Colosseum in which you would normally do it. Yeah, that's what I was about to mark for you guys. So this takes you into the Murmur version of the Colosseum, in which you will find your 3rd and final Sommercord Tone upon this broken bridge part. First off, you need to defeat the Fragmented Tide. Now, those of you who've done the assassination in Albrecht's laboratories will already be familiar with this boss fight. You know exactly what is coming after defeating the Fragmented Tide. The Tide merge together to become the Fragmented One. Now, there are the 3 different types of the Fragmented One. There is the Suzerain, the Anchorite, and I can't remember the name of the 3rd one. Each one has different types of abilities, and as always, you have to defeat them. They have 2 health bars, so let's take down the first one for the Fragmented Suzerain. So folks, once you defeat the first health bar, it goes immortal as always. You hear Nessie give her little evil laugh, and then all of a sudden, you are now in a duet boss fight. So you will get the Suzerain as well, or aka whichever one you had initially, and then another Fragmented one arrives as well. So in this case we have both the Fragmented Suzerain and the Fragmented Zelator. Don't forget you can also get the Anchorites. They all have different abilities. Suzerain is the one that has the big, like, Doctor Strange style circles orbiting it, I guess, is the best way to describe it. The Zelator can spawn big laser things, big laser eyes around the arena that can zap you. And the Anchorite can do a lot of other things. Like, they all have various different attacks. Just be careful, defeat them, and hopefully, just hopefully, you might survive and win your boss fight. When you do, you'll get your rewards. So folks, once you've done the boss fight, you open the chest as normal. It'll give you Scuttler Husks, which you can use for Araxia. It might give you a blueprint. It'll give you Pathos Clamps, and it'll then give you, if you're doing the Steel Path version, 5 Steel Essence and some Dominus Aureus. You'll get the Aureus 3 mode, but you'll get more for Steel Path. What you want to do with those Aureus is take them to Dominus Thrax, who can be found in the Dormizone. So without further ado, let's head there. So Dominus can be found in the 2nd room of your Dormizone, just before where you can enter into Deviri. And here you can speak to him. You can exchange your Scuttler Husks to get the Araxia blueprint and her parts, the Sciatid blueprint and its parts, the Spinnerex blueprint and its parts, the Thalis blueprint, and 5 different Captura scenes. From that one will be more permanent, but then for the duration of the event you can also return your Dominus Aureus. From the Aureus you can get your sigils like normal and the emblem from the event. As we unlock the community goals, we can get the Invictus Signas, there's 3 of them. You can also get a few more cosmetics. You can get Arcanes, Ballroom Simulacrum, Transformer, and the most interesting one that I am going to get myself now, you can get the Phelanix Parazon skin. Which, Parazon skin? Don't mind if I do. But that is it for Operation 8 Claw. Go in now, get yourself some Dominus Aureus, and then go spend them at Dominus Thrax in your Dormer Zone. Enjoy the event, enjoy the update, and with all that said and done guys, I'll see you in the next one.